Hello students, in this video we are going to study about bryophytes. The name bryophyte was first given by Braun in 1969. Bryos is a Greek word which means tree moss, phyton plant or oyster green plant. There are around 20,000 species of bryophytes that are known to us. Bryophytes, coming to what are bryophytes? Bryophytes are non-vascular plants which includes liverworts and mosses. They are limited in size and mostly prefer moist habitats, and some can even survive in drier habitats also. Liverworts commonly grows in moist shaded areas in the hills. Now coming to the reproduction process. First of all, in the previous one we have seen the plant body. Now we will see the main plant body. The main plant body of bryophyte is haploid and it produces gametes. Since it produces gametes, so it is also called a gametophyte, and the sex organs in gametophyte are multicellular. Now we can able to see the spores. These spores on mitosis leads to the formation of male and female sex organs, or we can say male or female spores. The female spore will lead to the formation of female gametophyte, whereas the male gametophore will lead to the formation of a male gametophyte. Now the male gametophyte produces biflagellated antherozoids in the antheridium, which are also haploid number of chromosomes, and in other case female gametophyte will lead to the formation of archegonium or the single egg. It has the flask shaped organ and produces a single egg. In the presence of water, antheridiums, since they are biflagellated motile, so they will travel to archegonium and comes in contact and produce. When it comes in contact with the antherozoid, it fuses to form zygote. This is a biflagellated antherozoid that comes in contact with the ovum, will lead to the formation of a diploid, that is embryo. It undergo the reduction division and slowly it produces gametophyte and a multicellular body called sporophyte. These are not free living but attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte that derives nourishment from it. There are some cells of sporophyte that undergo meiotic division to produce spores that again germinate to produce gametophyte. This is the life cycle wherein there is an alteration of haploid gametophyte generation and diploid gametophyte generation. So the life cycle of bryophytes is also known as haplodiplontic life cycle. Now coming to the member of bryophytes, that is liverworts. First is liverwort and second is moss. First coming to liverworts. Liverworts are also called as hepatics. These liverworts are of two types. One is thallus liverworts, another is leafy or scale liverworts. In case of thallus liverworts, these liverworts consist of thallus or dorsiventrally flattened ribbon-like or unbranched structures. Due to the presence of this thallus form, it is called as thallus liverworts. Whereas on the other hand, there are few liverworts who produces flattened stems with overlapping scales or the leaves that are present in one or more than two ranks, that are called as scale liverworts or leafy liverworts. Liverworts generally reproduce by the both methods, that is asexual reproduction or the sexual reproduction. In case of asexual reproduction, it takes place by fragmentation. That is, the thalli may be fragmented, or it may be reproduction may also occur by the formation of few specialized structures called gamecops or gamma. These gamma are green multicellular asexual buds which develop in the small receptacles called gamecops and located on the thalli or on the margins. This gamma, when detached from the parent body, germinate to form a new individual, whereas during asexual reproduction, both male and female organs are produced either on the same or different thalli. The sporophytes are differentiated into foot, seta and capsule. It is the capsule or the it is the capsule that produces spores within the sporophyte, which spores again germinate to form a free living gametophytes after the meiotic division in the sporophyte. These liverworts grow usually in moist, shady habitats such as banks of streams, marshy grounds, damp soil, barks of trees, and even in the deep woods.